Happy 2020 from the Bigshooterist test facility in the state of Maine. Now it's winter time. Obviously, we're in the state of Maine. It's winter for 8 months out of the year, and here we are in January, one of the colder months. Range access is not bad. It's not great, but considering the time of year, it's not bad right now. Once the ground freezes up a little bit more, I'll be able to get back in and shoot some more video. But in working on a storyboard from this point forward, we put the feelers out a little bit and asked a lot of you, what would you like to see? What would you like us to focus on? And a lot of you said, we're looking for things that function well, but don't cost an arm and a leg. Stuff that performs well, but you don't have to pay 3 times what you normally should because it has a name or a fanboy following, or a lot of color glossy magazine advertisements to pay back. And I started doing some digging, and I think we're going to come out of the gate pretty strong on this. Now, one of my pet peeves are cheap optics. Cheap optics. And I don't mean cheap by a good deal or reasonably priced or inexpensive. I mean cheap by stuff that's going to break and it just is packaged to look like a higher end optic. So I've kind of been on a quest for getting the most money I can out of an optic for a long time. A couple that I've tried that we're going to be re-exploring soon are some of the Sightmark sights. When I first started testing some of this Sightmark stuff, I had people telling me that I was going to be disappointed, and I didn't really have any expectations whatsoever. I've broken every single kind of sight, no matter how inexpensive or expensive, on some of the things that we do that are intentionally abusive. And I'll be a son of a gun. I've got a couple of these Sightmark pieces that are putting up with more punishment than a lot of the really expensive ones have been able to take in the past. So I'm a believer at this point. I haven't been able to ruin one. And again, even being a little bit overly extreme with these things. To add with the lineup that we're already using, that we've kind of been proof testing for going on a couple of years now, we've got another Sightmark Reflex that we're going to mount up. And we also have another Sightmark Wolverine. And this isn't limited to just no magnification or low magnification type sights. We wanted to bring that field into night vision and even thermal imaging. Another piece that's going to be coming up right away, the beginning of this year, that I'm really excited about, is a new gun from SDS. Now, SDS imports, if you're familiar with the name from this channel, it's probably in relation to the shotguns. We've tested a lot of SDS shotguns, and they're typically very cool guns, very resilient, and there's always something interesting about them or uncommon about them, such as being magazine fed or whatnot. Well, now they've got a family of 1911s that they're bringing in, and the first one that we've got to spend some time with is an A1. It's a forged gun, forged and machined. It is designed after the World War II era, the 1911A1. It's got a neutral parkerized finish on it. It's got the earlier style plastic grips like you saw in World War II. It's got the lanyard loop. It's got the fixed sights. It's got the serrated slide. Again, we'll go over it in detail very soon. But at this point, we know with certainty the fit and finish is really, really nice, and it appears to be very well made. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on the notification bell, both on YouTube and on Full 30, so you'll see when we upload new videos. If you want to stay on top of what's going on, the Facebook page, facebook.com/guntestvids, is probably the place with the most traffic. Till next time, have fun and be safe.